It's coming home. It's coming. England are probably coming home early after not winning it. Well, hey. And this is my Euro knockouts predictions. The group stages, I didn't do too bad. But that's a lottery, right? The knockout is what we can actually predict, and we will predict. So let's get into it. Spain, Georgia. Okay, I'm going to think really long and hard about this one and then move on. No, come on. Spain, very good. They've looked very good. I mean, when Morata's your captain, the aura your team gives off is incredible, right? And Georgia only got through because they beat a Portugal team that decided to have a day off. I mean, to be fair, their rotated team is still better than most of the teams, but that's the only reason they got through. That's all I'm saying. So Spain going to make it. Spain without the S for Georgia and go through there. Germany, Denmark. Ooh. Now, Denmark have actually been okay apart from scoring the goals and not conceding the goals. So, you know, two quite damn important things. But Germany, I mean, can we just ignore the Switzerland game? Because before that, I'd be like, oh, yes, Germany all the way to the final. They're winning it. And then all of a sudden, they forget how to play football. But it did kind of expose that, yes, they have those good players, but can they break down a solid back five, which is what Denmark have been playing as well? I think it's going to be tough, but I think they do have the quality to shine through. But I could see this one going to extra time or penalties, but Germany going through there. Portugal, Slovenia. Now, yes, Portugal didn't do great, but again, that is probably Roberto Martinez tax. And, I mean, Ronaldo starting in every game and still not scoring is, you know, a bit of an oh dear, because who else have you got to score? I mean, they do have good enough players to come in for him, but they're just not using them, so that's that. But, I mean, realistically, Slovenia, who have they even got? Never heard of them. Portugal, surely are going to win that one, despite not actually looking too good. Watch them win 5-0 here and be like, oh yeah, never mind, they are good. Ooh, France versus Belgium, the first game that can actually see a big boy team get knocked out. Wait, never mind, it's Belgium, they're not a big boy team, even though they're like world FIFA rankings merchants and they somehow all the way up there and never get close, then yeah. I mean, to be fair, surprisingly, their defense has actually been very solid, which has always been their weak point. But now they're forgetting how to score. I mean, Lukaku is the worst, best player in the world. He creates these chances, he bullies defenders, and then nets it in Rose Ed. He scores a goal, VAR offside. He cannot catch a break. And I don't think Belgium can catch a break. I think if De Bruyne turns up, it will be a close game. Because France have actually been stinking the gaff out. The more I think about this, I'm like, wait, actually, Belgium probably have actually been better than France. France scored 2 goals, own goal, penalty. They actually look very toothless up front, and that's with an Mbappe. You know what? I'm tempted to go with a Belgium. My microphone agrees and decides to raise up. He's like, I have a question, please, sir. Yes, brother. No. So do I think France are going to beat Belgium? I mean, everybody's going to put like, oh, 100% yes. But France have been stinking the gaff out. They couldn't even beat Poland. But then Belgium couldn't even beat Romania and Ukraine. So the battle of the mid-off this is. I think just because... No, I'm just going to go France because I had hate comments last time. I went a bit differential with my predictions, so I can't take it anymore. No, I do think France, France should go through, but we'll see. Romania, Netherlands. You see this half of the knockout bracket. You got Spain, you got Germany, you got Portugal, France, and Belgium, and this half is like, bruh. You could put San Marino in this, and they might actually get to the final. Like, what is this side of the bracket? If England don't get far, then this is the best chance they're ever going to get. I swear we say this every time, and they still don't win it, but there we are. So Romania, Netherlands. To be fair, Romania have done very well to Romania here, because not only did they do well in the group stages, they won it. They won the group stage. Not just their group, every group, because best team, right? And Netherlands, they're a weird one. They've got all these good players. Sometimes they show glimpses of playing well, and then other times they're like, oh, we are managed by Ronald Koeman. He has no idea what he's doing. We forget how to play football. Thanks. So I am actually tempted to go Romania, but you've got to go Netherlands. It's probably going to go to extra time. I can see this being a 0-0, 1-1, and going all the distance, because I don't think Netherlands have got the firepower, the dynamite to blow them out of the water. But yeah, we're going for the Netherlands. Austria, Turkey. Ooh, now we actually have some predictions to make, and we're going Austria. I mean, It's easy to say now because people are like, oh, wait, they finished top of their group in a group that had France and Netherlands. They must be good, right? But I did actually say that Austria were going to be proper on it this time because Ralf Rangnick has turned them from a depressing team to a proper pressing team. And they look pretty damn good. Turkey, I wasn't too impressed with them. They've had their moments. Only just beat a Czechia, even though they were down a man for over half of the game. And yeah, apart from that Ardagula screamer, they haven't done anything. Austria through there. England, Slovakia, I mean, it pains me to say, but surely Slovakia are going to win in my dreams because England have got it. I'm glad I'm not English because they have put me to sleep every game so far. But now I am actually scared because seeing this round of the bracket and, yeah, surely some of their players are going to remember how to play football soon because their quality is like, if you had to build a FIFA team ready for this, you would literally build the England team. It has everything apart from a good manager. So, and like, hey, oh, Switzerland, Italy. Now, this one is really spicy because in my predictions for the group stages, I did say Switzerland wouldn't finish in the top two. They almost actually didn't because they almost finished first. But I was more thinking that because I thought Hungary were going to do better. And Hungary didn't even make it through. So unlucky to them. And then Italy, I'm not being too impressed with them, to be fair. Apart from their defence, that's it. And I don't see them scoring many goals. And Switzerland are a team that just catch you in the counter. They just get a goal out with nothing, like they did against the Germany. They could have scored quite a few in that game. So you know what? First controversial pick. First pick that's probably going to get me hit, but I don't care. Switzerland to beat Italy. Yes, I am saying it. And that is the round of 16 done. So on to the quarterfinals. The first game here would be Spain-Germany. I mean, I think everybody thinks it's going to be a Spain-Germany quarterfinal based on those round of 16 games. But who is going to win out of these is very, very tough. Now, if it was in a completely neutral location, no home advantage for any team, I would probably edge it for Spain. Because to be fair, how good their football is, I could edge to that. Now, that is sexy. But home advantage, I feel like the Spain attack, I don't know. Attack-wise, I'm like, do they have the players? But they actually do now. I mean, Morata, best striker in the world, right? And then Germany, before the tournament starts, I was like, oh, Germany got this. But now, I don't know, mind. I don't know. Spain have got, you know, they've got everything. They've got that defense. They got that midfield spine. And then now they do have sexy attacking players. But then Germany do have a Musiala, a Wirtz, a Gundog. Everyone there. Ooh, it's tough. It's tough. All right, I'm not going to spend 20 minutes doing a TED talk on these predictions because I just got to go for it. So, gut feeling doesn't exist. It's all in the mind. Germany. Rashford celebration when Germany win. There you go. Germany through only on home advantage. I'm definitely buying too much into that. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. France, Portugal. Now, this is the battle of the mid-off because Portugal have just not been it and France have not been it. Imagine saying before the tournament that these teams are, like, been doing crap. Like, before, I'm pretty sure these were the two favourites and, like, you know, no chance of them doing bad. But what am I doing? Because who do we predict to go through out with these? This one's really, really tough. It is. It is, mind. It really is. But I'm going to have to make a decision. And based on Portugal being very bad at scoring the goals despite having all of these amazing attackers, and then France defense being solid, I can see a 0-0 or a very close 1-0 to France. Are going to lose and then win. I don't know. Let me know. If I just close my eyes and do this, then France win. Woo. There you go. Now, I think Roberto Martinez tax, he's not great in knockouts. I don't rate him tactically enough. I think France, they've got the players to do it. I mean, Portugal do too, but I think France are just about to edge that. Now, Austria, Netherlands. Now, I think people who don't know what they're talking about, but they're like, oh yeah, easy Netherlands. But I don't know, mine, because Netherlands have struggled against the teams that are pressing high energy constantly on them. I mean, these teams literally played each other like the other day, and Austria did win. So that literally backs up my argument, and I kind of did forget that, and now I remember that, and now it backs up my argument anymore. So thanks, narrative. That's what I was going for. But I actually think they're going to do it again. I think they're going to do it again because The Netherlands goals, well, I mean, the first Austria goal was a bit lucky anyway. I think it's going to be closer than that 3-2, and it was a goal each way, goal each way, goal each way. It was pretty close. But I think Austria are going to get it. And if Austria made it to a semi-final, they'd be like, what is going on? But to be fair, Austria's basically in Germany, so they're basically a home nation. So that's all I'm saying. England, Switzerland. Now, wouldn't it be really funny if I predicted Switzerland to win? And do you know what? I'm tempted, not just for the clicks, not just for the clickbait, not just because I'm Welsh and, you know, screw the English, but a team like Switzerland, that their attack's so fluid, you don't know who their, like, main attacker and striker is in any game, never mind in any moment, because they could start anybody. It's very fluid. I think England might struggle with that. And then also a back five. I don't think England have played a back five yet. And England, you know, they haven't quite been on it. So this will be their toughest game by far. Will they win it, though? But their defense is solid enough that they could just, you know, go all the way to penalties. And then they'll probably lose on penalties because it's England. There we are. But unfortunately, I think I might... I want to do it for the Granite Tracker FC, but quality-wise, surely, you know, a Harold Kane. I mean, I would say like a Foden, a Saka, a Bellingham, but all of their fans want all of them to be benched for players like Cole Palmer and Anthony Gordon. Yes, Anthony Gordon's going to bring them to the final, said no one ever. I'm going to leave it as that. So the semi-final would be Germany, France, Austria, England. I mean, look at this side of the bracket to this side. It's actually criminal. Like, we could genuinely have a Romania, an Austria, or like a Switzerland in the final based on how it goes. And then we've got all the teams, like, we got a Belgium, we got a Portugal and Spain being knocked out this early. It is a travesty, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Semi-final, Germany, France. Oof. Now, actually, I think this is an easier game for Germany than it is playing against Spain, which sounds mad, but I feel like Germany's weak point is the defense, and I feel like right now France's weak point is the attack, and then I rate the Germany attack enough to beat the really good French defense. So you know what? I actually think I'm pretty confident with Germany making the final. Now, again, am I saying this because this is what I predicted from the start and I also have a tenner on it, so, you know. No, I actually think it will happen. England, Austria. Now, I'm going to do something extra saucy and controversial and say England could do well here. They could. But you know what? A team as well drilled as Austria, a team with no superstars that, you know, there's not like a player you just need to mark out the game and that's it. A team that I think as an engine just work together better than any of parts of the England team, never mind the full team. So you know what? Very controversially, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for Austria to beat England. I'm going to do it. Quality-wise, player-wise, you're like, absolutely no chance. But that's not how football works. Football is all about tactics. It's all about managerial. It's all about players who turn up. And none of the England players have been turning up. And Austria have been playing so well as a team. I genuinely think they're going to do it. And now we get to the final and we see Germany versus Austria. What has happened here? I would feel almost slightly robbed if we got to the final and it was Germany versus Austria. I feel like this has been a great Euros, and then all of a sudden the final's like, oh, Germany, Austria. What has happened there? But realistically, out of those two teams, and the home advantage, and the players that can do it, the Musiala, the Wirtz, and all them, it's got to be the Germany. I mean, it's weird that this Germany game right here could be the easiest in the entire tournament, in the entire knockouts, and it's the final. Like, what? But to be fair, if they do manage to beat the Spain, who they will probably verse, and then whoever ends up going through between Belgium, France, and Portugal there, if they do end up beating them, then I think they deserve to have an easier final game because that's such a hard knockout route to get there. But that's that. My winners are Germany. I don't change my mind. I mean, some slightly controversial picks, but, you know, I have the ball knowledge. I've actually been watching with my eyes, not with the stats and not with the players. Austria making the final. That's the big boy headline. And that is that. So let me know your predictions. Let me know how crap you think my predictions are. But don't worry. Come back here in like 2 weeks and you'll see Bacon Boy knows ball. Thanks for watching. And also, remember.
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.